Welcome everybody to the HP EliteBook, what is it, 8470p fan cleaning and new thermal paste job. A lot easier than you might think. Let's get into it. This is my personal HP computer I edit all my videos on, and I figured I should do something about cleaning it. So we're going to remove the battery here. And you just pull this tab a little bit more, you can get the flap off. Yeah, get the flap off. Here's the insides. Now you're going to have to grab your Phillips screwdriver, size 1. According to my iFixit toolkit, it's a size 1. And unplug it once you get the 2 screws loosened. And then the fan, just give it a little wiggle and it kind of slides right out. Not too complicated. Oh boy. Yes, sir. Definitely some blockage here. Here's the heatsink vent. So we're going to take that outside and use the air compressor on it. Alright, much better. While I'm here, I might as well change the heatsink thermal paste. I'm not sure if it's good or bad. This HP is quite old now. I imagine the thermal paste should be changed. So 4 screws using the same Phillips head screwdriver. We're going to loosen those and wiggle it out. Another case of the old wiggle job. Kind of pull it outside like that as you see me doing there. There we go, came right out. This thermal paste is still good. Definitely wasn't a thermal paste problem, but we're going to change it while we're here. I'm just going to wipe everything off. Right here I'm going to use a tissue, and then for the rest of the way I'm going to use cotton buds. Q-tips. Just the tip. I'm going to gently wipe away all the goop from my integrated GPU, CPU here. These are good laptops, by the way. I recommend them. I can even stream. Here's some Arctic Silver 5. Now there's all kinds of other thermal pastes out there. I just kind of stick with Arctic Silver 5 for everything. If you have better thermal pastes, list them in the comments below. What I normally do is I kind of rub it along the heatsink just so the new thermal paste can seep into that copper, and then I'll go ahead and lay a very thin layer across the processor chip. This is how I do it. Leave a comment below in the comment section and let me know if I totally suck. So I leave a thin layer of thermal paste, very thin, and then a little tiny grain of rice dot right in the middle. And then I kind of keep rubbing on the heatsink, but I get most of it off. I leave very little on the heatsink. And now we're going to slide it back in. There's a wire here, so I'm going to lift that wire up and slide the heatsink vent into position. And get my 4 screws over their holes. There we are. Oh, there we go. All right. Looks good. Now I'm going to screw them down with my Phillips screwdriver. Yes, I kind of cross. So I'll do the top left, and then I'll do the bottom right, and then the top right, and then the bottom left. You know, that kind of little trick there. Let me clean this fan out. Use some air on it. Wasn't very dirty, but let's slide that back in there. Gonna give it a little wiggle and slide, and you can get it in there. And we're going to tighten the 2 screws down with our size 1 Phillips screwdriver. Last but not least, and that's a pretty important thing, you want to plug that fan back in. So let's plug that fan all the way back in. All right, we're gonna put our little flap back on. Get the flap on. Let's put that battery in, eh? What do you say? All right. Booyah. And wait, hold on. Booyah. There we go. Now we're all done. Now, I've been running the computer for a while. I've been editing for a good hour. And let me just show you my Celsius rating here. So it looks like we had a peak of 71, probably during, you know, video playing. It stayed at a steady 70 as I was rendering. Well, there you have it. That's me changing my thermal paste out with my Arctic Silver 5.